Hi there. Before I move on to the different recording methods in the arrangement view, I'm just going to quickly skim over how to set up to record audio. This video is just a quick recap of how to set up your audio device to record in Ableton. If you're already set up to record audio, feel free to skip this video. So first of all, create a new audio track. So I'm going to right-click on this grey space over here and select Insert Audio Track. Now I'm just going to go into my audio preferences. A quick way of doing this is clicking on this drop-down box at the top here and going to Configure Audio. Now just make sure your audio input device is set up correctly. Here, mine is the Audient ID22. Again, if you're using a USB mic, select that here. And just double check your output is correct. Okay, now next we need to make sure the correct input is selected on your track. At the moment, you can see this meter here moving when I'm speaking, so that's set up to record my voice. But in this situation, I want to use input 2 of my interface, which is an analog synthesizer. So I'm going to select input 2. Just remember, 1/2 is if you have a stereo input. We've only got a mono input at the moment, and that's why you're only getting signal on the left. If I select input 2, now when I play a note on my synthesizer, you can see there input 2 is lighting up instead. Right, next thing you need to do is just make sure the monitor mode is set correctly. If you want to hear the source that's being recorded while you're actually recording, make sure auto or in is selected. If you're in auto mode and the record arm icon is off, you won't actually hear anything, whereas in will always be active. Generally, I prefer to use auto mode. Then, to make sure your track is ready to record, hit the record arm icon here. Now, once it's all set up, just make sure your input signal is at a suitable level. I'm just going to go back to the session view so we can see this more accurately. Generally, you want your input gain to be peaking at around -6. You never want it to reach 0, otherwise the audio signal will clip. To reset your meter, click here, and you'll be able to see the highest peak that's been played. So my signal is actually at a fine level there, but if it's too loud or too quiet, just adjust this with the gain dial on your audio interface or your USB microphone. One thing I'll mention quickly. This synthesizer that I'm recording is actually creating an audio signal. It is not a MIDI keyboard. It's just like using a guitar or recording with a microphone. The signal that's being recorded is an audio waveform. Okay, so that's just a quick recap on how you can set up to record audio in case you haven't watched the previous video. In the next video, I'm going to be moving on to the different ways that you can record audio into the arrangement view. Thanks for watching.